guys, it's Chris, and this week for SourceFed Nerd Movie Club we're reviewing the 1998 movie Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Now this was Guy Ritchie's breakout movie and it really launched him onto the international stage, and it's kind of the type of movie that he became really well known for. That kind of gritty, kind of dirty, cockney, actiony style with like that type of humour that I really feel like only the Brits managed to do really well. Now I think I'm actually in the majority of people that if you were to ask what your favourite Guy Ritchie movie is, Snatch always comes out as number one. But for me, Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels is definitely number two on the list. I mean, as well as launching Guy Ritchie's career, this movie totally launched the careers of Jason Statham and ex-footballer tough guy Vinnie Jones, who, with the exception of maybe of when he played Juggernaut, he's pretty much played the same role in essentially every movie he's ever been in. But he does it so well. To talk about the plot of the movie, I kind of feel like would take all day because it's actually quite an involved plot. Instead, it's sort of almost better to talk about the style of plot and the delivery that's actually used of it. Also, less chance of me giving away like really important details about the plot. As well as having like this really gritty, dirty kind of cinematic style in his movie making, Guy Ritchie is also really good at taking characters and plot lines and starting out with them and ones that sort of almost barely have any like connection together, and by the end of it bringing the whole lot together and like this brilliant comedy of errors type resolution at the end where everything actually is interconnected, even things that you kind of thought seemed a bit out of place at the beginning. Again, it's something our slightly dodgy first cousins the Brits do really well, so good on them for that. MVP for this movie doesn't actually go to one individual actor, it pretty much goes to all of the actors together. I think they all interplayed off each other so well, but in kind of giving them like the award for MVP of being so good in the movie, you basically kind of have to give it to Guy Ritchie. I mean, the actual script that was written is so, it's just really well crafted, and I mean pulling in a lot of that like, you know, Cockney rhyming slang, and there's a brilliant scene actually in the bar when he's talking fully in Cockney rhyming slang and they've actually got all of like the translations along the bottom of the screen for those of us that can't sort of like speak Cockney off the top of our heads. Is it loaf of bread means your head or something? I don't know. I'm a Kiwi. I don't speak Cockney. Lock, Stock is like one of those endlessly quotable movies, Cockney rhyming slang aside, that I'm sure most of us do not speak. It's definitely the type of movie that I recommend you pour a pint before you sit down to watch it and just enjoy it because it is so well crafted and so well done. There, in my opinion, should be so many more movies done like this, just as long as they're done right, because it is so easy to fuck up a movie like this. But that's kind of the reason why Guy Ritchie is known for these movies, because he gets it right and he knows what he's doing. So yeah, for me, I would say Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels is easily probably in my top half a dozen movies. Snatch sits above it because it's just that little, I think by the time he got to Snatch he'd had a little bit more time to work on sort of polishing his ability to deliver a really great movie. But Lock, Stock is still definitely right up there. So if you haven't seen it yet, I would recommend you go and watch it. And I've purposely done everything possible to not talk about the plot in this movie. And I know it's been out for, I mean, it's getting close to like 20 years. Or is it like 16 years or something it's been out? So yeah, okay, I could probably be all like, oh well, spoilers, whatever. But I don't know. It's just one of those movies, if you haven't seen it before, just go into it with a completely open mind. Just knowing that you're kind of going to see a bit of funny Brit, like, gang type stuff. Yeah. So if you don't know, I do these specific reviews for SourceFed Nerd Movie Club. They screen every Saturday. Well, Saturday for them, Sunday for me. Sunday if you're in my hemisphere of the world. I may make it in, I may not, I don't know, it depends on if there's anything usable in this train wreck of a review. I leave it up to the good editors of SourceFed to decide. But yeah, I mean, if you want, like the video, share me around like a cheap venereal disease with all your friends, and I will see you guys later. Bye! Oh, fuck a duck.